Israel has suspended ties with UNESCO, and it's after the UN's cultural organization intervened in the Israeli-Arab conflict over Jerusalem's Holy Temple Mount and the Western Wall. UNESCO passed a resolution for the sites to be referred to only by their Arabic names, and thereby ignoring any Jewish connection. The Temple Mount is a holy site for Jews, Muslims, and Christians, according to the Bible. Both Jewish temples were located there. The Western Wall is all that's left of them, and it's now the holiest place in the world for Jews. But Temple Mount is also one of the most sacred places for Muslims, as two of their holiest mosques are located there. And one of them is the Dome of the Rock, the other, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is the third holiest site in Islam. Israel was quick to respond. Its foreign ministry replied with this tweet saying UNESCO is effectively rewriting the Bible. And the country's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, had his say on the matter.
To say that Israel has no connection to the Temple Mount and the Western Wall is like saying China has no connection to the Great Wall and that Egypt has no connection to the pyramids.
Now, since the 12th century, the Temple Mount has been managed by an Islamic religious trust, which bans non-Muslim prayers at the site. Jews are only permitted to pray nearby at the Western Wall. However, Israel's security forces control access to the Temple Mount, which frequently leads to conflict with Palestinian protesters. We discussed the resolution with journalists Gail Hoffman and Max Blumenthal, who back different sides of the debate.
The UNESCO resolution recognizes that the Temple Mount is holy to all three religions, but it also seeks to maintain a status quo that has prevailed and kept the peace. And that is why this resolution should be adopted. And we've seen Israel, which UNESCO recognizes correctly as the occupying power, violate the status quo and seek to disrupt the status quo.
Jews have been living here for 3,300 out of the last 3,500 years, and to take away their connection to their holiest sites was just seen as laughable and political by Israelis. They saw it as an attempt to rewrite history in order to hurt Israel politically.
Israel has repeatedly obstructed Muslim prayer and allowed right-wing extremists to invade the Al-Aqsa compound in violation of the status quo, and this entails a lot of violence.
We've got a holiday coming up called Sukkot, where Jews from around the world come here on pilgrimage festivals, and when they see that UNESCO, an international organization that's supposed to unite the world, joining together to deny that connection of Israel, of the people of Israel to the land of Israel, that makes them say, well, no matter what we do, the world will be against us. There's no point in making concessions.
The accusation of anti-Semitism is completely empty. They're upset that they've been recognized as the occupying power. They're upset that they have been correctly criticized for these invasions and attempts to upend the status quo, which could lead not only to a regional not only to a local conflict, but to a regional conflagration.
I think that UNESCO took a really big step to deny any chances of there being a peace process in the future.
Up next, we'll look at how state borders are turning into fortified zones around the globe. Just stay with us.